My name is Freeman Thomas Freeman. I was born 8/27/39, so I will soon be 76.
Let's talk a little bit about resiliency. How have you been able to weather life's storms?
Well, quite easily. I've been just very, very fortunate. My life has not had major tragedies, some of the usual losses of death and so forth, but my profession has kept me well, have enormous friends and support group, and so I have a sense of myself as I've moved through a lot of different stages in my life and aging, and there's some unexpected issues to deal with, such as health issues and how to understand what's happening to my body and my mind along with that, and my spiritual self along with that, and to be able to ask the right questions and confront the right issues at this time in my life.
Are there any challenges that you anticipate as you grow older?
The physical losses, issues of health, death and dying. I'm fortunate to have a good relationship, so I don't anticipate loneliness or living alone and not having the comfort of friends and that kind of thing.
How do you stay socially connected?
Well, we attend a lot of social events, a lot of cultural events, and so sooner or later you meet people there. You have someone come in to do some service. They say, well, why don't you do here or go there? So volunteering for different events so that you meet like-minded people has been very helpful, especially when you move to a new place and you're not already connected, like we didn't move here for a job or for family or for grandchildren or any of those kinds of things that sometimes people move into a ready-made community. So we did know one couple here, and from them we began to branch out.
So what's most important to you at this stage of your life?
Staying socially and intellectually connected, to be sure that I read, that I go out into the community, that I volunteer, that I eat well, that I exercise well, all those things that make my well-being very easy for me. So that's how I stay connected, and that's what becomes important to me. And it's great having a long-term relationship. We've been together 43 years, so we've settled into a kind of intimacy that's easy and makes life easy.
If you had the opportunity to sit down and speak with your younger self, what would you say?
If I could go back in time, I would tell my younger self to start earlier in life, accepting my sexuality and confronting people who had some struggles with it. It would have just eliminated those years of having to stay so attuned to how people respond to me. So how much can I let be known here and how much there? And of course, for me, race was always an issue, as well as my sexuality, in terms of how am I going to get along in the world? How am I going to confront racism and issues about my sexuality? And it sort of felt like when I was confronting one, the other one would come up, or vice versa. So I would tell my younger self to start out earlier, being brave about stating who I am and accepting the consequences earlier, so that I could be used to it and know how to armor myself against the wickedness that one comes into contact with.
Is there anything that you'd like to add?
Well, the thing that I would like to talk about that I'm not sure it's the gay issue, or rather it's just an issue of getting older, is to remind people that we are sexual people from the day we're born till the day we die, and that we should help elderly, gay or not, to understand how to enjoy being intimate and sexual, and to not assume a certain cutting off at a certain time in life, or how to make adjustments to how one experiences oneself sexually and intimately, and keep that close. It's a joy in life to add to the many others, and it also provides the physicality of touch that is so important as we get older. So that's one of the things that I'd like for people to pay attention to, that need, and don't discount it or assume that there's a time when one shouldn't talk about it or engage in it or have thoughts and feelings about it or yearnings and longings about it, because that's not how it is, or it doesn't have to be that way.